of a very weak, of the ionization of very weak acid, because it appears around the pH of 10. And this is compatible with the formation of phenolic compound. This shows actually that PES chain scission, PES chain hydroxylation occur during membrane aging. On the other hand, if you look at the left of the picture, what you can see is that for the pristine membrane, the isoelectric point is around 3.4. That means that for a pH of 3.4, the zeta potential of your membrane is 0, and this isoelectric point is disappearing when the membrane is getting aged, which means that sulfonate group or strong acid, or that is to say sulfonate group, are being formed here during membrane aging, and thus PES chain scission mechanism also occurs. So with these two methods, what we could see is that the two mechanisms proposed in the literature appears together, and actually it's not possible to show that with other tools. So this is one good point for this technique. We also applied it to understand a bit more what species is it, hypochlorite anions or hypochlorite acid, or also maybe radical species that are responsible for the PES chain scission. To do that, we performed experiments at different pH, also adding free radical scavengers. And what we could see is that actually no PES chain scission occurs when the pH was high. So that means that sodium hypochlorite, hypochlorite anions were not responsible for PES chain scission. But then also when we use free radical scavenger, we could not avoid the PES chain scission, meaning that actually hypochlorite acid plays a major role in PES degradation. So using this technique, we could also give information on what species are responsible for membrane degradation. So this technique is really sensitive and really powerful, and it also gives a lot of information, and we use it for studying aging, of course, but also fouling, surface functionalization, adsorption on material surfaces. So, and we are still also developing new protocols to make this measurement really relevant. From now, I only talk about PES, and I said there are some PES, but also some PVP in your membrane, and we, of course, also want to know if PVP is degraded. So to do that, we have to synthesize our own membrane, because when you buy a membrane from a supplier, you know that it's a PES membrane. They don't tell you if there's PVP inside or not, and if they tell you, they don't tell you the amount of PVP. But from our side, we needed to know exactly which amount of PVP were inside the membrane. So we used the non-solvent induced phase inversion technique, actually developed for the first time in the 60s by a really famous Indian researcher in the field of membrane, which is Dr. Suri Rajan. I'm sorry for the pronunciation, but actually this guy. And his idea was really clever, but actually also quite simple. The idea is you make a dope solution with your polymer, so PES, your solvent, here for us NMP, additives, PVP. You mix all together and you cast this on a support. And then if you immerse this support on water bath, non-solvent bath, your polymer will coagulate, and actually you will obtain your flat sheet membrane. And this is what we did to have membrane with controlled properties. And we studied also this membrane with the FTIR technique, but here we did mapping of the PVP to PES ratio in the cross-section of the membrane. So here you have a picture of the cross-section of the membrane. Here is the surface of the membrane, here the back of the membrane. That means you filter this way from the right to the left. And what you can see is most of the PVP is near the surface of the membrane. Now if you age your membrane, you still have the majority of the PVP near the surface, but you decrease a lot the amount of PVP inside your membrane. And this means that PVP is leaking from membrane which will be responsible for modification of membrane structure and also physical-chemical properties. So this is a big problem because you add PVP in your membrane in order to have higher flux, but then if it leaks, it's not working. So this is actually the system that is used in industry at the moment. So we have to change that, and we have to find other hydrophilic additives, and these additives might be nanomaterials. And also, some of the nanomaterials have hydrophilic character, so this is a good point. But there might also be might also have antimicrobial ability, which means that it will help to prevent the fouling of your membrane by the bacteria. So this could be also a good point. So what you need is to have nanomaterial with these two properties. And here we can see that we can use silver nanoparticles or zinc oxide nanoparticle, graphene oxide. And actually we just started to work on that some months ago. And we try to incorporate a nanoparticle, zinc oxide nanoparticle inside our membrane. And the first results are really promising, because what we can see here is that here you have the permeability for a pure PES membrane, and when you add the nanoparticle inside your membrane, then you can achieve almost twice higher fluxes, twice higher permeability. But as I said, we just start to work on that, and we have to see if this will change something on membrane chlorine resistance, and this work is actually in progress. So we'll see what happens in the next months. But to conclude, fouling is just a major issue of membrane processes, but we can control it with submicronic particles. But then now we have to evaluate the long-term effect, the long-term stability of this process, and also adding nanoparticles inside a membrane is a promising topic, and I think there's some opportunity for development of membrane with specific properties, anti-fouling properties, but also membrane to target special pollutants and to remove them by maybe adsorption or oxidation if your membrane cannot remove them by simple filtration. So I would like to thank my co-authors, in particular Yamina Hanafi, who is actually the PhD student doing the work on the membrane aging, and also, of course, Professor Anthony Sinsik, the head of the group, and also Muriel Rabillet, my colleague Benoit from Poitiers, and also the colleague from Toulouse, and other from other collaboration. And of course, I would like also to thank the funding institution, and in particular the CEFIPRA, for providing us for supporting the EFWN Swatch Near project in Vimeyer in order to carry this work and to be able to come to visit you here. Thank you very much also to you for your attention.
Thank you, sir, for such a knowledgeable talk. Now